Hello, Greg.
Hello.
How are you?
All right.
Today, Greg, we're talking about cartoons that have been ruined by CGI.
Are we? So, Jason,
So, Greg,
tell me about these cartoons that you found that have been ruined by CGI. And if you don't know what CGI is, that means...
what does it mean, Greg?
I'm waiting for you to fill in.
Computer-generated imagery, or images, or image.
That.
Before we do, Greg, I'd just like to tell you about a little something about my family. A shameless plug. Have you seen any of the YouTube families on YouTube?
You didn't tell me you was doing this, did you?
Well, there's hundreds of them, and my kids love them and watch them all the time. They've been desperate to start their own family channel. And they managed to convince the wife to do it. So, if you're interested in what my little family get up to, go and watch the LMO channel. Well, we've got a few videos about the family. Don't worry though, Greg. She's editing it. I'm not involved. I'm just in it. I'll put a link below. Have you watched any of it?
No. Why would I want to watch that?
It's me and the kids.
You moan you haven't got enough time for this.
Well, I'm not doing anything for it. Thomas the Tank Engine, Greg, is the first one.
What about it?
There he is, look, in all his stop motion glory when we used to watch it, and it was a real train set. It was based on the books of Reverend Wilbert Awdry and his son Christopher.
I loved who's Thomas? I love Thomas the Tank Engine.
And the theme tune, do 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 do.
It really is a memory from coming out from school, that is, to me.
Yeah, and it was narrated by
The Beatles, man.
Ringo Starr,
That's the one, yeah.
whose voice became synonymous with it and introduced him to a whole new generation of kids. It was turned into a TV series. First of all, let's see if I can find the date of when it was first made. Thomas's on-screen appearances in the TV series were developed by Britt Allcroft, and the first series of 26 stories premiered in October 1984, Greg, on ITV.
Yeah, that's about right.
1984, it's been going strong.
Was it global?
I don't know. You'll have to let us know if you had Thomas the Tank Engine in your country. Anyway, they have updated Thomas the Tank Engine, haven't they, Greg? Now,
Gone with the theme tune.
there he is in his CGI. Now, if you remember, when he was all stop motion, the only thing that actually moved were his eyes, and then occasionally he'd come on with a different expression on his face, wouldn't he?
He'd sometimes
When he crashed.
have a little bit of puff, wouldn't he?
When he crashed, he would have a sad scraped face or a scrumpled face, wouldn't he?
He would have a Thad Thumpker face. Alright, Chris
It's
Eubank.
easy for you to say. I'm a good boxer. But yes, there would be real smoke coming out, and it just felt that was the charm of it, wasn't it? Was the reality of it, wasn't it, Greg? That they were real toy trains.
Oh yeah, I'll say, because they weren't real trains, obviously.
No, I know that.
And I never thought that, even when I was 4.
No, but I knew that they were toy trains, and that was the charm of it, and that's what really made you want to watch it, I think.
Do you know what's quite pleasant about this, Jason?
What?
He's in 1984. He's probably when I started watching it. So when I was watching it, it was new.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of them ones that was from the 60s been brought up again. So that was one of my actual... Yeah, move on.
Thanks very much. Yeah. So now there he is in CGI. What I'll do is I will now put a clip in of them both next to each other. We'll get flagged, but it's all right.
Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome.
Bob of the Builder variety, Greg. Now,
See, I never liked Bob.
well, we were both a bit old, I think, when this first
A
came
bit.
on the TV.
I think we're in our late 20s, Jason. What are you talking about?
It first came on in 1998, according to this.
Well, I was 18. You were like 26.
No, I wasn't, Greg. Anyway, it came on. It was a stop motion series. Neil
Morrison.
from Men Behaving Badly,
Men Behaving Badly.
and Boone.
Boone.
He did the voice, didn't he? Was he married to Amanda Holden then?
Ho, Silver!
You got me Lone Ranger.
No one will know that. Anyone.
Anyway.
Boone. Theme tune.
Boone was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
Anyway. Bob the Builder, stop motion, Scoot, Muck and Dizzy, Rolly 2, Lofty and Wendy join the crew.
That was a #1 hit over here, that was.
Bob the Builder.
Was it Christmas?
Can't remember.
I think it was Christmas.
And he also did a version of Big Fish, Little Fish cardboard box, didn't he?
He did, yeah. That was #1 as well.
Anyway, he went through a little change and was turned into that. That was the CGI version of Bob.
I mean, it was respectable, wasn't it?
Which was okay. It was still, recognisable as Bob, and we, could still see the association with the stop motion animation. Association with the stop motion animation.
But then he did a Michael Jackson, didn't he?
And then this happened, Greg. Who's that?
What is that? I mean, that's horrible.
That is not. Well, it is, but that is not Bob the Builder.
It's horrible. That's freaky to me, that is, because that's on the verge of real, isn't it? Whereas the others, it was nice that it didn't quite look real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
That's too real to be... Yeah.
Well, after the show originally ended in 2012, Mattel bought the rights to Bob the Builder franchise for a revamped series which started on September the 1st, 2015 on Channel 5. The CGI animation remained and the construction projects and buildings are significantly larger and more advanced.
Here's a question for you. You know Bob the Builder originally? He was to me, looking at that, he was like a grown man, if you like, That's a boy.
Yeah.
That's a little boy.
Yeah, you're right. Have I got the wrong picture?
No, that's Bob the Builder.
Is it?
But why is it they made him a boy?
I don't know.
I mean, that's...
Sure he's a man.
That's slave labour.
Child services.
Get on the phone, Jason.
I will.
Hello, we've got a case here. His name's Bob. Yeah, he's building.
He's a builder, yeah.
He's building. He's on a site. I mean, they give him a hat.
Who's looking after him? Scoot, Muck and Dizzy, and Rolly too. Anyway, I'll put a clip in of them next to each other.
I think you better.
Thanks.
I wonder what's inside. Oh, great! My new boots! What do you think, Finn? I think I'll wear them to work today.
Now here's one, Greg, that is really going to get you go. I think you're already aware of it. But do you remember getting home from school and watching this?
Yeah! We've spoken about this. This was... I had a twins there. I used to love this. Genuinely, one of my favourites.
Doopy-doopy-doop.
It's just brilliant.
Doopy-doop. Doopy-doop.
You ruin everything, don't you, with your singing? I absolutely loved Inspector Gadget.
Began in 1983, Greg.
Yeah.
The franchise.
Haven't we done this on classic cartoons once?
We may well have done.
I think we did, yeah. But that's because we love it.
The animated series started originally in 1983 and ran till 1986. According to this, there was a Gadget Boy series that followed in 95 to 98. I don't remember that.
I can't believe there's only 3 years of it.
But they were repeated, weren't they?
So again, that's one of them ones that was new when I was growing up, so it wasn't an old one being brought up to date or anything.
No.
Brilliant. Love that.
It was brilliant. Go, go, Gadget Copter.
And what have they done now then, Jason? Talk to me about it.
Well, they made another series, didn't they? Was it in 2015? Can't remember, but it was made for Netflix. I think Netflix made it originally, but it has been on TV, and now it's all CGI. Inspector Gadget CGI. No theme tune. Theme tune's changed.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, one thing I will say about that is they haven't messed about too much with him. And the
No, it's not like a Bob the Builder, is it?
Yeah.
The characters are all there.
He's still got his, his.
But
Right, Ben.
if you're going to do a reboot of a series, why not keep the old theme tune, just update it a little bit, because then you get the nostalgia factor for people like us and the new viewers.
You mean like Knight Rider, Jason?
Yes, Greg, like Knight Rider.
If they'd just kept that theme tune and just had the old car and had David Hasselhoff in it, in fact, just had it as it was, it would have been better. Inspector Gadget.
Have you finished?
Yeah, that's the claw there.
It is the claw. I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I still don't like the fact that they've moved on. But who's that? Oh, he's another newbie they've thrown in.
It's probably the claw's evil
Son. Yeah, no, I'm not too fussed on that, but I mean, even the eyes, even they did the logo the same look. So I'm not too.
You just touched the screen.
I'm not too bad on that. But it's still annoying, isn't it?
Yes.
How many of those ducks do I have to hit?
You just gotta hit 3 of them.
Only 3, eh? I should warn you that good marksmanship is my business.
So there's 3 cartoons that we think were ruined by CGI. Any more that you loved before they were CGI and now can't stand?
There are more, but we're going to save some for other times, aren't we?
Well, they can suggest some and then we'll do them in another episode.
That's a really good idea.
Oh no.
That's good, that, Jason.
Less
Interaction. Interaction, Jason.
So, Tea and Toast, where you, the viewer, do all the work.
I like it. Tagline.
So yeah, let us know if there are any CGI cartoons that you hate because they were originally not CGI.
And then we'll do it
At
later
some
on,
point.
because you've told us to.
Thanks.
Cheers.
This mystery voice isn't that much of a mystery to people, is it? They seem to get them quite quickly.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Who did you think this was, Greg?
Picked me up from my hotel and took me to all these diners.
Margaret Thatcher.
Ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because it is, Greg, that's why.
Alright, Arkwright. Go on,
Picked me up from my hotel and took me to all these diners.
Oh, now you've done that. It's Jodie Foster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, should have told me, Jace.
It was Jodie Foster and lots of you got the answer right. Well done. Look at all them correct answers. Oh no, it's on the last video, Greg. You can't see them.
I said nothing down there, Jason. It's just your bag.
A lot
Down there.
of correct answers to everyone who got Jodie Foster. Well done.
Jodie Foster. Is there another one next week?
Yes, we'll have a brand new mystery voice for you next Wednesday.
We don't want to do it every week because we don't want to overdo it.
I'm going to make it tougher next week.
We are going to make it tougher next week, and we don't want to lose the viewers, so we want to keep you enticed.
What
so
I
you
want-
watch next week, and well, to be honest, you'll probably be enticed with his family's channel now anyway. So, forget this. So that's good news, isn't it?
Greg,
What do you want?
what I want is for the mystery voice to roll over. I want it to be difficult so people have to keep guessing and
Well,
guessing.
we can do that.
So let's make it difficult next week.
I'm gonna choose next week's one,
I reckon.
and nobody will get
Like
it.
the mystery voice should be like your dad or something. Then no one's going to get that, are they? Unless they know your dad.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, Jason. Should we get my dad to do it? Okay.
That's the mystery voice.
Can I just say, Jay?
Can you just say what, Greg?
I genuinely really loved this game.
I liked it as well.
It was such a cool game at school because obviously that's the one we're doing. Here in the UK, basketball's not very
Massive.
big, to be honest.
But when we were younger, we thought basketball was really cool because
Well,
it's American.
All the trainers as well, the trainers were sold over here as
Reebok pump.
Reebok pump, and then you press the.
In reality, we knew nothing about basketball teams from.
I was always.
States.
What team was you on here?
Can't remember.
Orlando Magic. That's it, because it has Magic in it. That's all I remember. But it was just such a cool game to have, and then everyone at my school used to have it.
Is the Lakers? Is that a
I think so,
basketball
yeah.
team? I think that was probably them.
I was always the Magic one.
Michael Jordan, wasn't it? He was the most famous player then.
Nike Air Jordan.
Yeah.
It was such a good game, but it was one of them that it actually made us at school play basketball. One of our PE sessions became basketball.
I remember a player called Larry Bird. Don't ask me what team he played for.
Was he in Cheers?
Don't know. Might have been. But he was like a really good player, but he was small. That's why I
wasn't he?
remember him, because I was like small but wanted to play basketball. And I always thought, well, if he can do it, I can do it.
I can't see you playing basketball, Jason.
I was good at basketball.
I reckon
Still am.
I don't think you are.
Alright, 1-on-1, me and you.
No problem. I beat you everything else.
NBA
I can imagine you bouncing the ball like this. You're one of them.
I can spin up my finger as well. Can you do that, Greg?
Reece Powell used to do that. Reece Powell was one of them.
Hello, Reece.
Hi, Reece. His feet was like that, and he used to bounce the ball like that, up and down. If you're watching, Reece, hiya.
I can do the... That's the
With
hard-
them nails.
That's my nose picking now.
Oh, is that why you got a good
Yeah.
grip on it? Yeah.
That's the Harlem Globetrotters music.
Tell me about it, Jace.
NBA Jam was first released in 1993. I played it on the SNES, Greg. Did you? That's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Well, you know I had the SNES. I was a Nintendo.
I've got your old SNES down there now.
Yeah, well, you say that.
Here you go. It was made by Midway, and the game found popularity with its photorealistic, digitised graphics.
Oh, I loved it.
At the time, I think we probably thought they were.
And I think that's still now. That's doable now, that is.
I remember when we were kids, the thing about consoles was it was really important to have as close to arcade graphics as possible.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
And it was like, it's just like the arcade, it's just like the arcade. And I think they look like arcade graphics from the time.
No, I like it, mate, and I love it. This is one of my favourite games. I know it's not 80s or anything like that, but we're not just about 80s, are we? But I think it had to be in because it was one of my favourite games ever.
The original 1993 NBA Jam allowed players to jump many times above their own height and make slam dunks that defy human capabilities, and I think that's why we liked it.
Oh yeah, the stupid flips and all
you could
that.
like jump right across the court, couldn't you, and slam dunk it.
Yeah. Oh, you used to just chuck it. You used to do a throw like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
From the other end. Oh, is that it?
That's the end of that footage.
Oh, well, I really enjoyed that.
Me too. I loved NBA Jam. Thanks for that one, Greg.
You're welcome, mate. You can choose next week.
I will. Send us an email, tnt@topsgoo.com. You could end up on the Wall of Fame if you send us a picture. They're coming in thick and fast now, Greg. People who want to be on the Wall of Fame.
Are they?
We've had 2 since last week.
2?
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you what, I bet if you asked on your other channel, there'd be loads sent in.
So, if you want... So if you would like a shout out, send us an email to tnt@topsgoo.com and we'll give you a shout out. If you'd like a chance of being on the Wall of Fame, include a photo with your shout out.
Boozy boo.
That's Dino there, who's still on the Wall of Fame until Saturday's episode.
And then he'll never go on there again?
Ever.
Well, you never know.
We'll be back on
What day is it?
Wednesday today.
Friday,
yes. We'll
for
be
the
back on
scoop.
Friday scooping.
And then Saturday, and then Wednesday.
Yeah. That's
And then
how-
the Monday's
that's how we
coming
roll.
soon, isn't it?
Yeah. Probably as the night's drawing. The Monday.
How old are you? When the night's drawn.
These nights are drawing in a bit, aren't they?
Well, it's that time of year again, isn't it, Jason?
Yeah,
It's a
it's
Halloween
cold.
episode soon.
I know, yeah. I've got a plan for that.
Have you? What is it?
I can't tell you.
I don't care.
Thanks very much.
See you soon.
Goodbye.